Prophet Pastor, and I greet you all again. And today I'll be doing a video on the sonar that is happening. The current sonar, I'm going to speak in prophetically about the sonar that is going to happen and what the Lord is showing me in 2020. And I encourage you that you people should get the book Prophecy, Dreams and Vision. Let me tell you something. That book is very powerful. I've put a prophecy here. If you go to the book, you see there's a prophecy here that is on South Africa, and I've prophesied about South Africa. In that book, I've put a detailed prophecy in that book about South Africa. You read that prophecy, the prophecy work about South Africa, it will bless you. Get that book to see what will happen in 2020. Everything that is happening now, that has happened from January to now, they were already prophesied in that book. I prophesied, I said there's a demand for the president to step down. I see for the president to step down. You can already see the EFF is already asking for the president that president must remove Pravin Gordhan. Otherwise, they're going to disrupt the sonar. That's the beginning of him asking him to step down. You're already seeing some members in the Women's League and the Youth League that they're criticizing the president that he is not treating former President Zuma well. I said something. I see ESCOM. I see ESCOM. It's a big problem in ESCOM. It says in my book as professor, I say ESCOM is a problem in ESCOM. And then I told them, I see fraud happening in ESCOM, big fraud happening in ESCOM. The prophecy in this book, I also prophesied, I see new political parties that forming. I said some people that left the DA. It was prophesied. I spoke this thing before even Musi Maimane and other people left the DA. I see some people leaving the DA and they will create a political party. I say they are going to create a new political party to contest election. So some people that left the DA, they are going out, they're going to create another political party. You're going to see what's going to happen. I prophesied it in this book, Prophecy, Dreams and Vision. Make sure you get that book, especially the prophecy of South Africa. You see the prophecy, you see a prophecy of Cameroon, you see the prophecy of the UK. I prophesy about the UK, I prophesy about the European Union. The European Union, the prophecy is everything that's happening in Europe. I prophesy about Zimbabwe, what is happening, what is going to happen in Zimbabwe. And then I prophesy about Cameroon. If you see the prophecy about Cameroon, you see I prophesy what is going to happen in Cameroon. A lot of things, exciting things are happening. And this Sonar 2020, I am going to start speaking about what is happening, because I see the people are going to start to be a fight there in that Sonar 2020. There will be a big disruption in that Sonar. The 2020 speech, there will be a big disruption. There will be like chaos in the house, and the chaos is going to be around. Some political parties, they want people to step down, and they're going to go back and say Ramaphosa doesn't know how to manage a country. I told you before, I said again in many videos, if you watch my video, I said this ESCOM problem, it's not ESCOM, it's about removing Ramaphosa. And even now they're asking Pravin Gordhan to step down. The problem about Pravin Gordhan is that it's not Pravin Gordhan stepping down, it's they want Cyril Ramaphosa to step down. Because if Cyril Ramaphosa doesn't take out Pravin Gordhan, they want him to step down, that he doesn't have the power. Because that is what is happening. People remember Zuma must fall era where we talk about Zuma must fall. This is a repeat of how Zuma must fall is starting. I'm seeing that is happening. There's a lot of things. I'm telling you, I've got the eyes of the scorpion, and that eyes is seeing. And I'm telling you right now, that's what is happening. Now, I want to just first thank those who want to join my mentorship program. Make sure you get that book, Prophecy, Dreams and Vision. You become a mentor. I'll mentor you. I will help you to understand the prophetic, to see the realms of the prophetic, to understand what is happening. You can get the book. You can see the prophecy in your country. I prophesy about Nigeria is there. I prophesy about China is here. China prophecy is here. What is happening in China? In this thing, I always talk about the Chinese thing. As the communist parties, there's a problem with the communist party, and it's becoming very, very unpopular in China. People are very critical. They hate the communist party. I prophesy about it now. I prophesy about Jamaica. I prophesy about India. What is happening in India? I prophesy about the US. You see the US here. Prophecy, long prophesy about the US. What's happening? About Donald Trump. Where I talk about Donald Trump crossing the line and becoming re-elected. I prophesy even the fact that he's not going to be removed from office in 2020. Is there? I prophesy, and this book was written at the beginning of 2019. What was happening? This like a year ago, or more than a year ago, that I wrote this book, this Prophecy, Dreams and Vision book. Very powerful. And I want to greet my son. If you want to become a son, a daughter, or a prophet, make sure you get that book, Prophecy, Dreams and Vision. I see Murphy. I see Levine. I greet you, Levine, one of my sons. I see Rogerio. I see Amos. I see Michael, one of my sons. I greet you. That many of them got thousands of sons, and every day I receive messages from them. I see them standards. I see Kaya, I see Chris. I see them. I greet you in the name of Jesus. And those that want to write to me at prophetpastor@gmail.com. I'll respond to your messages. I see Peter. I greet you, Peter. I see Kinza. I see Chris. I see Einstein. I see Tony. I greet you, Tony. Those are my sons. I see Lawrence. I greet you, Lawrence. I see Joseph. I greet you, Joseph. I see Nehita. Nehita, I greet you, Nehita. Nehita just wrote to me now. I'm going to pray for you. Let me tell you something. I'm sending out prophecy to people. I'm praying for people. And those of you that want to be able to connect with me, I'm doing something that has not been done before. I'm giving out my personal bracelet. These personal beads, they call them prophetic beads. I'm giving them out for those of you that want to sow a seed of 2020. Those who sow 2020 a seed. So if you want to get this bracelet, I'm going to give you this, my personal one. This is a very powerful one that you see. I'm going to give you this one. And some people have already asked for the one that I was wearing. The one that I was wearing last week, I've given it out already. This one I'm wearing this week. They're powerful. I'm going to take it out of my hand and I put it in a packet and I'll send to you. I've been sending them all over the world. This for a seat of $220. Those I give the gift to my ministry of $220 or 2020. I'm going to pass you this bracelet. This I've prayed for it. I'm going to pass it. I'm going to email it. I'm going to send it to you to your home address. I see Rowimbo, I see Dennis, I greet you, Dennis. And this is powerful because it's for protection. Those of you that want to sleep at night, you want to start to see visions, to see dreams, you want to see your dreams clearly, you're going to be able to see your dreams. Those are in the ministry. You want to begin to do healing, miracle things. It's going to help you. When you speak, people are going to begin to listen. They will listen to what you're saying. You listen to what you're saying. And because I've prayed for, the Bible says handkerchief and aprons were taken from the body of Paul. And those handkerchief and apron, they were placed on the sick became healed instantly. So it's like an impartation. This is how the impartation works. The impartation is something that's taken from me and given to you. The moment you wear it, your life will not be the same again. Because I'm a modern day prophet, so I don't do anointing water. Some people have got anointing oil. No, anointing oil finishes. If you use the oil finishes. You use the water, you spray the water, finishes. But if you use this, you can wear it forever. You can wear it in your hands. It remains there forever. It's my personal bits. I'm going to give it to you. Some of you are asking, give me. I've gotten lots of messages saying, I want it. Those who are looking for, you have marital problems, whatever. God is going to, this is going to be useful when you sleep at night, because when you sleep at night, you've got no power. You sleep at night, you don't know what is happening. When you sleep at night, these are anointed beads. They're going to protect you. Those things that people have nightmares and bad dreams, all kinds of things. Let me tell you something. One person wrote to me and said she was even dreaming that one of her brother-in-law died. Let me tell you something. Those are warning dreams. They're warning dreams. They're dreams that they want to kill somebody in your family. So those kind of dreams must be very, 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 take it very seriously. And I've showed them how to cancel the dream. If you want to learn how to cancel dream, write to me. I'll show you how to cancel dream. So this this sauna is very powerful. So first thing we need to look at this sauna, I want to talk about it, is the chaos. I've spoken about the chaos. The chaos is something that is going to be there, very chaotic, and Cyril Ramaphosa needs to control it. If he cannot control it, he loses control of that house. Everything is gone, because right now his whole political career is at risk. He's managing the country like he's managing a company. You cannot manage a country like manage a company. You must be able to inspire people. You may be able to get people to believe. You may be able to enforce your own rules that you put in place. If you cannot inspire, cannot get people to believe, and all you do is to go to court, because I see him going to court, taking people to court. Court doesn't work. You cannot run a person. You cannot run a country in court, because he took the public protector to court. He's taking people to court. The lawyers are always in court. You need to be able to inspire people. You need to be able to get people to believe that the country is going to the right direction. If investors cannot believe, then that's a problem. So I see unemployment is number one problem. I think I'm speaking now prophetically. If he cannot solve the problem of unemployment, his whole economy, his whole country will crash right in his face. Because I prophesied even here in this thing. I spoke about something in the South African prophecy that I gave. I spoke about South Africa. I spoke about xenophobic attack. I say xenophobic attack is coming. An attack on foreigners. I say I see it, and I say xenophobic attack in South Africa. I say will result in a lot of bloodshed. This will be like the biggest one, because the people that are going to be attacked are going to fight back, and they're going to fight back violently, because they are also being bruised. So the bruises of the attacks of many years is going to lead to now this big fight is here. I've prophesied this book. So get that book. You see all of the detail, what I'm saying, what is happening, and if you are not sure, get the book and you read it. I've prophesied everything here that is going to happen in this 2020. Now, the unemployment problem. There's an unemployment problem. There's like 60% of the people don't have a job. They're unemployed. That's a big problem, and Cyril Ramaphosa needs to solve that problem. If he cannot solve that problem of unemployment, he's going to face a very difficult situation where they're going to ask him to step down. It's going to be very fast, and everybody will want him to be removed. The first sign is now in the sauna. You see the sauna, and this sauna is going to talk about, I see something about taxes are going to go up. There are certain taxes that are going to go up because the money is not coming in. I see State-owned companies I talk about as prophesy state-owned companies in this book I prophesied. I see them being privatized. The meaning that I said SAA, I said Eskom, I said Transnet. They're here in this book. And those companies, I see them. They're going to bring private people to come and start running some of those companies. Private investors to come and invest there, to come and do something, to work like in partnership. That's why I said here. It's in this book, and it's very powerful. Unemployment is the one thing. The economy must grow. Eskom is the number one problem that the country has. If you cannot fix Eskom, unemployment will not grow. There will be the economy will not go, and this will lead to total chaos because crime. Think of it. People that commit crime, people that are unemployed, are people that because companies cannot recruit them. Companies cannot recruit them because there's no electricity, there's no light for them to produce what they want to produce. So everything is connected back to Eskom. Let's talk about Telkom. People are complaining about Telkom. The reason Telkom is firing people is because companies that used to get contract in Telkom have stopped getting contract because the companies are no longer there. They're closing down. Many people are closing companies. Because they're closing companies, Telkom doesn't have revenue. Because Telkom doesn't have revenue, Telkom is firing people. And why are the companies closing? Because there's no electricity. So everything goes back to Eskom. So Cyril Ramaphosa have to fix Eskom. And he's not, I don't think he's capable of fixing Eskom because the people in Eskom, especially the people that Zuma had put, the former president Zuma has put in there, those people, they want to get power back. Because I see some people there, former people that they're saying, those are people that used to be in power when Zuma was there, they want to go back to power. And they are working hard to tarnish Cyril Ramaphosa. And the moment they tarnish him, they're going to say, you see now he's inefficient. He's just a person that supports white monopoly capital. Remove him because he doesn't like the country. He's only there for business. Because they're going to start saying that he's only there to promote his personal business. I'm speaking about the Sona now. And those of you that want to get these beats, prophetic beats, get these beats. It's going to protect you. Those of you that have got court cases, those of you that appear in place, some of you're traveling, need protection. These beats I've anointed. This I will give you my personal. No prophet ever give the personal beat to somebody. I give you my personal beat. This is what I give to you. I'll personally put and give to you. The contact that it has with my body has got different life in it. I'll send you. And those of you that want to get the book, Prophecy, Dreams and Vision, you can order that book. I will get the book to you. The moment you order that book, you become part of my mentorship program. You become a son or a daughter of the prophet. I told you I'm speaking something to the eyes of the scorpion. The people that are running things in this country, they need to speak to the prophets because the prophet is going to give them wisdom on how to run the country. I've given the two. The first wisdom is number one, solve Eskom problem. Solve Eskom. Number two, create jobs. Create jobs. Yes, 60% of the people don't have jobs. It's a big problem. And for any person that is listening to this, and any minister, whoever is listening to this, I know there are some people that in the ANC that are listening to this. If that doesn't happen, they're going to now say Cyril Ramaphosa must step down because he has failed the people. He has failed the people, especially the majority. He has failed the people, and he must not sit too far. He must come close and listen to the cry of the people that are crying. Solve Eskom, create jobs. They start solving SAA and all those other things because even SAA, I see SAA is also going to go down very badly. It's a very, very complex situation in SAA. SAA doesn't have money. SAA doesn't have money. I don't think they'll have money in the next 20 years. Doesn't have money. Transnet doesn't have money. So the only place now is the PIC, the Public Investment Corporation, the where people put their pension. That's where they're looking for, and they want to go to the PIC because I see that's the only place that's got money in this country. SA doesn't have money. Eskom doesn't have money. Transnet doesn't have money. Only the PIC has got money, and that's the last place within the treasury of the country where there's money that's sitting, and that's because of the pension of the people. And I see people want that now. Some people are talking about getting that money from there to go and now invest in Eskom and invest in this. When the moment they take that money, things will become very bad because there'll be just nothing, because the coffers will be dry. I pray for in the name of Jesus. Those of you that are watching so now, write to me. Those of you that want prayers, write to me. Want prophecy, write to me. Want to interpret dreams, write to me. Those of you that want to get this, write to me. Get the protection. So some of you are looking for it, saying, I want protection. I want not only protection, I want to wear this. I want to go for an interview. I'm wearing this. I need to be able to. I'm a minister. I want to be able to prophesy. I want to speak. When you wear this, your eyes, your spiritual eyes are open. You begin to see things that others don't see. The eyes of the scorpion. It's an anointed beat. I pray for you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen.